It is time to go pick up some stuff. This is moving out day. I'm not moving out, but I'm leaving for the winter break. So it's time to pick up some more stuff early in the morning, get back home, finish packing, and leave for the airport. So first things first, let's change. All right, got all my shit on. I'm gonna be leaving. Oh my god. It's fucking raining so hard. My pants are soaked. Everything about me is soaked right now, but I'm gonna just hang up this rain jacket. I picked up the goods I was supposed to get from a long time ago. Well, from yesterday. So that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna hang this jacket up now. Hope it dries off in time. Hope my pants also dry off in time, and yeah, I don't know. Get back to it, I guess. Yikes. Absolutely soaked. Well, while I was walking on over here, I also thought about adding kind of like a bass line part to one of the songs I'm working on, second 1 and 2. So I'm gonna go do that. And yeah, it's still 10:49. It's not that late, all things considered. So yeah, I'll go and eat the rest of the Taco Bell that I got yesterday and work on that and then get ready to leave. Boom, just uploaded the first Premium Life. I don't really know how to market these things. Let's see how the compression looks on YouTube. It's not bad, actually. Okay, nice. So, yeah, 22 minutes. Holy shiznaz. This is a bunch of garbage. A bunch of garbage right now. But I'll probably find my footing as the videos keep going. But, yeah. We'll see. We'll see if I get famous off of this. Will I become a famous YouTuber? Let's see. Lighting. Hey, I got good lighting now? Okay. Famous YouTube time activate. Yeah, I'm pretty much just trying to finish up all of the things that I can't work on while I'm away. So main thing is music stuff because I'm not bringing my guitar or my mixer or anything, but I'll be able to work on mixing and mastering while I'm away. I just won't be able to lay down any additional things. So let's just lay down as much things as we can, and then that's pretty much it. See everything here? This is the new bass track, this is the old one right there. And one thing about music that is very important is that you have to be able to tell when you're getting lost in the sauce. So I always like to listen back and see if whatever I added was just way too much. Like I was just way too hyper-fixated on it, so. Okay, so I just spent like almost 30-ish minutes trying to like record and also write this bass line that I just added to this part of the song. And after listening to it, I think it's too much. And that's one really important thing about creative endeavors especially, is realizing when you're too hyper-fixated on a specific part and you don't focus enough on how it meshes with the whole. So with creative things, I'm not a painter, I'm not a photographer or anything like that, but I feel like this is true for those mediums as well. But sometimes you can get so focused on trying to create the best sliver of your work that you lose track of how it fits into the whole puzzle. And so after listening to it, I think that the previous bass track that I had, which was just normal mostly, I think that was better. I was trying to add, what I was going for with the bass was I was trying to add a percussive element to the song, but I think the percussion will just have to come from drums themselves. So I'm gonna have to lay down some drums onto this track, and I think the percussiveness that I'm looking for is going to come more from the drums and from the kick itself rather than from the bass. I was trying to do like a bass line that was, more like boom, 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 something like that, whatever. But I think that groove is just going to have to come from the kick itself, and the bass will just have to be something that kind of complements the melody, I guess. But yeah, but I still have it recorded, so if I ever change my mind and I want to go back to it, I can always just go back to that. So I like having options. So you can see bass 2 is the thing that I originally recorded, bass 3 is the thing I just recorded, bass 4 I also just recorded, but it was just for this last part over here. But yeah, well, you learn, you win some and you lose some. You learn, you live and let learn. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know what else I'm gonna do. It is 11:55. I gotta leave at 3, so still got time. I don't know why, but I also just kind of feel like talking about music in general right now, kind of in the mood. So I just saw a TikTok that was like, yo, can you believe all these hits came from the same album? And it was Kanye West's Graduation. And it was like Can't Tell Me Nothing, Flashing Lights, Stronger, all these songs that were off of the same album. And it had me thinking about the process of creating one of those songs from start to finish, kind of like creating that hit, and how a song is so much more than the finished product that you kind of hear. There's also a line from a Mount Eerie song that it's off his most recent album, Night Palace. I think it's from the song I Spoke with a Fish or something, where it's like a song is a sculpture of a waterfall, which is basically the idea that a song is so much more than just what you're listening to. It's like, if you break it down into its elements, a song is essentially like, it starts with the blueprint, which is the composition of the song, right? The general like parts of the song, like what will go into each part, like the intro, chorus, verse, whatever, bridge, whatever, like the skeletal structure of the song. And the instruments that you kind of lay on top of it, the different tracks, that kind of fleshes it out. But with each version of a song, like each time that you play it, like if you play it live, or if you play it recorded, or if you do a cover of a song, it changes the song in a specific way, but it's still that same song, right? If I play a cover of Hey Jude by the Beatles, it's not like I'm playing an entirely different song. I'm still playing Hey Jude by the Beatles, but it's obviously not the same song. It's totally different than if you were to play it off of the Let It Be album. So when you come to making music as well, when you go to make your own song, right, that idea that a recorded song, recorded music, is just like a snapshot of something that is inherently changing with time, that idea becomes so much more like self-evident. It almost becomes kind of obvious when you're making a song. At least with me in the creation of my music, in my small little journey that I've been going through, there's been so many different instances where I've come up with an idea for a song, and then, a couple months fly by, maybe even a year, and then I come back to that idea and I kind of I redo it in a way, but it's still essentially the same kind of song. And where was I going with this? I feel like when Kanye was making all of those songs off Graduation, it's like the process from like start to finish of making that song is so much richer than the final song that you actually hear. And I think that's like the coolest part about music, is how unique the idea of the song is from the final product, and it's almost impossible to kind of understand what that, or to grasp fully, or to experience the idea of that song rather than the final product. And I feel like it's only the person or the people that make the song, that were in the process of making it, that actually really understand what that song is. They're the only ones who really got to truly experience what that song was. But everyone else who's just listening to it, even if they're playing the song live or something, if you go to a concert and you listen to it live and it's like being, you know, made like improv on the spot, it's still not the same as just experiencing like the abstract idea that is a song. And I feel like in some ways, like, composition is probably the closest that you can get to that, because when you compose music, you're kind of making that skeletal framework that time and experience and different people will fill in the blanks with. But there's something so fundamental about working on a song, going through it from start to finish, and, you know, even when you finish the track that you made, it's still not actually like really done, because if you revisit it later, like, you'll find like so much more to draw from it. I guess all that rambling can just be summed up in that line that I mentioned from Mount Erie, that I forget if it's a song or recorded music. I think it says recorded music. Recorded music is like a statue of a waterfall. The waterfall is a waterfall is something that inherently exists through time, right? You don't just see like water that's just like dripping down, frozen solid, and you're like, that's a waterfall. Like, a waterfall has to be rushing water that's crashing down, and each and every single second it's not the same thing, because you're not like recycling that same water. And taking a sculpture of it is kind of like, or a statue of it is kind of like the waterfall, but it's not actually that. And that's really what music is. And I think it's different than like a video or a film or something like that, or even a painting, because those things inherently exist through like a frame of like, this is everything that it is. Although, of course, it exists in the context of the world and everything like that. If you want to really get, you know, super, like, you know, art, what is it? I forget the name, but like art critique-y about it. But a song itself there's something like so uncapturable about it. Like, you really can't capture the full essence of a song. It's really hard to. Also, I just want to add one more bit to that, and it's that it's not entirely impossible to get the idea or experience a song in its fullest sense if it's someone else's and not your own. There are some times, at least, when I'm learning how to play a song on the guitar or something, and in the experience of learning with it, I get so familiar with the music itself that I can almost understand through like something as simple as the different chord shapes that they're using on the guitar. I can get into the headspace of the artist when they were creating that song, and I'm almost in that world just for a tiny bit. So there's different ways that you can truly experience the essence of another artist's music, but it's usually in interacting with it in more ways than just putting on headphones or listening to it on a really good sound system. You almost have to contend with it. You have to read into the lyrics. You have to get context about, oh, what was happening in that in the artist's personal life during the time when they were making it. These are the ways that you can get closer to experiencing fundamentally what that song is meant to be. But just listening to it straight up off of like a sound system, it's not enough. And even interacting with it in those different ways, like, you know, creating visuals to go along with it, or watching a music video of it, or listening to interviews or something like that, even those still don't get you entirely there, but they get you a lot closer than just listening to the music itself. So that's kind of, to sum up the past 10 minutes that you heard of rambling. That's kind of the most essential element right there. So skip to this time code to get the true meaning. In any case, it's 1:43 right now. I'm gonna get everything packed and I'm gonna head out. So see you when I see you.
Proche ou un téléphone de courtoisie, car nous avons un message pour vous.
We're here. Well, I've arrived safe and sound. It was only just the worst flight of my life. Freddy. But he's made it all worth it. I don't know why he's just chilling in here. I've not showered yet, though I need to do that. So, whoa. Someone's curious about the camera. I thought you were camera shy. But, yeah. So, I'm here. I'm gonna shower. And I'm gonna chill. Oh my god. Look at him. Yeah. Yeah. Little baby. Gonna shower, gonna chill, gonna, I guess, export this or whatever, and yeah, then we'll be on our way. I kind of forgot that I was doing this, so, you know, Merry Christmas to all those watching, because this is probably gonna be uploaded on Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas. Peace.